En Camden, el estilo tiene nombre. Elite Barber Shop and Salon. Ubicados en 3315 Westfield Avenue, Camden, New Jersey. Cortes modernos, cortes vibrantes, highlights, uñas y un ambiente que te hará volver. Recibes un 50% de descuento en tu servicio al mencionar a La Mole TV. Walk-ins son bienvenidos. Llama al 640-221-0955 o al 646-286-8550. Elite Barber Shop and Salon, la barbería de las grandes ligas.
Mis amigos de La Mole TV, su mundo deportivo. Aquí me encuentro con una joven estrella, George Springer. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
You did.
My man, you speak Spanish.
Some.
A little bit.
A tiny bit.
You have Puerto Rican or full Puerto Rican?
Half Puerto Rican, half Panamanian.
Panamanian. So you should be speaking Spanish.
I know. There's a long story to it. I understand enough to where if I need to survive, I can, but speaking it's a little hard.
You're like my son. He said he hates Spanish. Listen, you be in the business for a little bit. This time, you debut was on 2014 with the Houston Astros. Now you're with Toronto Blue Jay. But if you can bring me back to 2014, four-time All-Star, you won a World Series with Houston. But bring me back to 2014 before you make the debut on the minors. How difficult was to make it to the big league?
Yeah, I mean the minor leagues, it's a totally different game. It's a totally different experience. It's a lot of fun, to be honest with you. It's probably some of the most fun you could have with your circumstances being the way that they are. But you live hard, you work hard, and the whole goal is to obviously be sitting in a spot like here and enjoying it, and kind of being where you are today. But that there are some times where you're sitting on those 16, 18-hour rides where you don't know if it's worth it or whatever the case. And fast forward 12 years from now, and here we are.
When you was a kid, who introduced you to the game? You the first big league on your family? Yeah,
my grandfather on my dad's side, when he came from Panama to play baseball, he came to Connecticut actually. And I want to say it was the 50s. I'm sorry if I forgot this, Dad. And he ended up getting hurt, so he needed what we now know would be yeah. So he stopped playing, whatever, and then he introduced the game to my dad, and then and then he introduced it onto me, and then my mom. Huge fan of baseball, so it just kind of worked out.
Puerto Rican, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Where pretty much both of my mom and my dad are huge fans, and they just said, "Here's the game, have fun."
At what age you know that's what you want to do for the rest of your life?
I'll tell you that I didn't know, to be honest with you. My parents will probably say that I knew when I was a little kid, but I just kind of played the game and just kind of went where it brought me and enjoyed the moment. It wasn't up until I guess my junior year of college when I realized that I thought I had a chance just to even get drafted. Let alone be here.
He know better. Like I said, all the Spanish players, especially Dominicans, Venezuelans, they got it hard. It's happened. 99%. All the Spanish players, especially Dominicans and Venezuelans, I'm speaking about them because that's I related to. Always have it difficult to make it. It was difficult for you. Like, I know you answered me a little bit of this question, but to make it was difficult for you to.
Well, yeah, you got to think, this game is played all over the world, and there are so many kids, who have so much talent and all that, but they just don't get an opportunity, and I think I'm one of the lucky ones. You know, I know I had to work hard and kind of get to where I am, but I think there's a little bit of luck involved. You know, I kind of earned opportunities in places and got to certain ways that just got me in front of the right guy, the right scout, the right area at the right time, and you know, here we are.
If you wasn't a big league, what you think you would be doing?
What I would be doing? That's a great question.
If you wasn't playing,
right,
if you couldn't make it, what you think you were doing?
I would like to be a coach. I would like to kind of stay in the game. I love the game. I love trying to coach it, but I don't know. I honestly didn't know at the time. I'm a big history guy. I love history. So, you know, does that mean I'm going to be a professor? Probably not, but I love history. So probably something to do with history.
Now to finish with this, well, we're going to finish with Spanish, but to finish with this, Toronto has a lot of young kids, a lot of talent. Santander Guerrero just signed the third biggest contract in the whole history of MLB, the second for Dominicans. But the Toronto Blue Jays has a lot of chance to make it to the World Series.
Oh, yeah.
And I know this is what everybody wants. But how hard you and your team want this? And what do you think that you guys need to complete the goal?
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously we want to win more than anything. You know, not only for us as a team, but for the organization, the city, the fans, the country. You know, a lot has to go right for that to happen, but it's June, and I think we're in a good spot.
Who is your buddy on the team?
Who's my buddy?
Yeah, like who
you see that guy right there, number 27?
27?
Yeah.
What's the best thing you can say about Guerrero?
Unbelievable human. Unbelievable human being, great guy. He cares about you, he cares about everything, and he's very, very selfless for a guy who's as good as he is. Are we starting? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I got one more.
One more question. What you can say in Spanish then? That question was about the future.
What can I say in Spanish?
But tell me, or end this conversation, before to leave, I appreciated the time. But in Spanish, send a message to the Hispanic community that's watching, in Spanish.
Mi gente, gracias por todo. Mucho amor por ti, or para ti, right?
Para ti.
Sí, close. Y gracias. See, look at.
Señor Guerrero, George Springer.
I'll be right back.
Gracias, manito.
Yeah, brother.
All right,
Thank you. Aha, nailed it.
Estaban llamando, me faltaron un par de cosas, pero la entrevista estuvo muy dinámica. Espero que ustedes puedan entender lo que se pudo hablar aquí en inglés. Esta es la quinta entrevista que yo creo que hago en inglés. Yo creo que yo lo hice bien, mi fan. Lo hice bien. No se despeguen de la Mole TV, de su mundo deportivo. Yo soy Ravel Suárez de la Mole, desde el City Man Park, que hoy bateamos a los 500.